I need a pair of, well, do we have a pair of big scissors?
Yeah. Can I have those?
They're upstairs in my, those are kitchen scissors. I need a pair of regular scissors that are upstairs in my bathroom in one of those drawers where the sinks are. And then you can have these little pair. Okay?
Here. There you go. Got it open. Where?
In one of the drawers.
I'm putting my name back on there. I'm putting my name back on there.
Merry December 1st. Hello, Maddie. You dropped your bottle.
Where do you want to put this back over here?
I think so. Where's your dad?
In here. And I put my name back on here so we don't.
She's coming out of the swing. Thank you.
No. Lay down.
Hello. Let's see. Hold on.
Where's my name?
Aaron's way over there, so I have no idea. Hello, Chuck. Mud Dog. And Maddie and Xavier. Did you give her passy? Because she's... Maury is somewhere. She's pretty cranky today. Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Spit it back out.
Okay.
Why is this baby jumping?
That's what she does.
Would you push the whole thing in there again? Or just part of it? Usually it's like a little shoulder.
As you can tell, we are inside. She won't be cranky with you, Mud Dog? She might not be. She's cranky right now.
Daddy, this Hershey?
We are inside because it's cold in the shop. So we do have a new heat press that, oh, I'm going to show you all our new heat press. Ignore my huge fever blister. Every time I get sick, after I get over being sick, I end up with a fever blister. It's always right here in the very center of my mouth. But let me turn you over so you can look and view our brand new heat press.
I usually
No. It's my favorite color, pink. So we are trying to get some shirts pressed and stuff that we
Hello, Chuck. Hello, my dog.
had a huge order. So we are trying to get that completed tonight.
This needs to be what temperature?
350 it said. Maury, fit check. Hold just a second. I'll turn you over because
My fit's fine
I'm
today,
boring. Hold on and I'll turn you over. Oop. There you go.
guys. Long sleeve shirt. It's leopard print. It's from Sam's Club. This shirt is from Walmart.
It's a lot bigger, ain't it,
These
than it?
jeans, yeah, it is big. These jeans are from Ross. These Converse that are also leopard print, Mom got me for Christmas last year. This is what I wore to school today.
We have a baby trying to escape.
She doesn't like the swing. Do you
Hold
want
on,
me to
I'll
just
show
get her
you.
out of it?
She's trying to escape the swing.
Do you want me to just get her out of it?
Yeah. She don't like it, so she's trying to escape the swing. X, guys, is over here holding. There's Katie in the kitchen. Can you all see X? There is X over here.
I need a baby.
Holding the baby. He's just over there snuggling a baby.
Call it right here. What?
Just a snuggling the baby. Let's see. Well, here's the problem. Sometimes the good Lord has a different plan than we do. Okay?
And then he came over to me and said, you know.
So we had signed the paperwork to close our home and got rid of everything to close our home. So we didn't have any more baby stuff. We didn't have any extra beds. We didn't have anything because we were closing our home, right? So they called last week and were, telling us that she needed an emergency placement, that they were looking for family, and want to know if we would keep her just until they found family. And we were like, sure, no problem. Well, turns out she doesn't have any family at this time that can take her. So we felt like we couldn't turn our backs on her. And hi, pretty girl. We couldn't turn our backs on her, so we said that we would just keep her. And they helped us get beds and things like that, so she would have that. But we just felt like we just, there was a reason why they called us. There was a reason why, that we needed her. So we really feel like, God has a different plan than we do, right? Because as much as we thought we were closing, for some reason we didn't. And, so we got her. And then she's been great. But then at like 2:30 that Saturday in the morning, they called a couple counties away from us. They had removed several children and needed special placement for several of them. So we accepted placement of the 7-week-old. Again, we really do feel like it was all God. There's a reason why God chose us to have them in our home. So we feel like, after, if they go home or if they don't go home, no matter what, this is, it was God's plan for some reason for them to be here. So here they are. We have no intentions of taking any more, but again, it's not always up to us. It's up to God, and sometimes you just go with it.
Hello, Big E and Boom.
Hello.
I made a mixed soda.
Yes, they do, and they're super sweet. So Naya is 8 months old. Aren't you a pretty girl? Her's 8 months old. And CJ will be 2 months old on December the 3rd. You ain't missed nothing. We were talking about CJ and Naya.
Hello, Berry Squarey.
Mo got to meet them.
It is not Pilk. It is Alani with whipped cream.
Yeah, or you put that up because she was trying to.
Mom's trying to stab me.
Let me go back here. Cliff Note version of the story is we were officially closed as a foster home, but got called to take an emergency placement. We took in that emergency placement and then ended up with a second emergency placement, and now there's more than likely not family for either one, so they're here until the foreseeable future, just for a little while. Whether or not they go back home or adoption occurs, who knows? That's later on down the road. But we have 2 new babies, and that when I say babies, they are babies. One is 8 months, and one is almost 2 months. So let's see. Listen, like we were talking today, there's nothing special about me at all. I promise there's nothing special
Ready when you are.
at all. I feel led to do this. And sometimes, even when I'm ready for it to be, this chapter to be closed, God does not foresee that to be the case at this time. Biggie, he does have his reasons, I'll tell you. Sometimes, we think, as humans, we do things all the time, and we just are, I don't know, we never think, and and I've always said, you leave it to God, you follow God's will, and sometimes I think, God, what in the world are you thinking? Why did you do that? Why did we do this? Why did you lead me down this path? But he's always got a reason, and I know I've gone on here and I've talked to you all before, about, how I felt when I found out I had the cancer and all that, how, every time I talked about it, everybody was like, well, God has his reasons, it's a new testimony, it's a testimony for you, and all that stuff. And I said, it was a hard pill for me to swallow, if that makes sense, because of the trauma and things that I went through as a child, being sexually and physically abused for many years, and I felt like through that I had a testimony, and I used that as a testimony. And then I got cancer, and I fought that fight, and I thought, how can bad things keep happening? And I just was angry over it, kinda, and I didn't understand God's purpose, but now I understand. I've read, I've prayed, and I get it. So that's why when we said our home was closed and they called us and it just was what it was, I was like, God has a plan. There's a reason why, we have the means and are able to care for both of them. There's a reason. So if I'm always afraid that if we don't follow God's plan, he'll strike us at some point. So I try to do right by him as much as possible. But yes, the testimony thing was really a hard pill for me to swallow, but I've learned, I've grown, prayed, and read. So
this one is the Winter Wonderland one, but I've got a bunch of stuff mixed in it. And the one I normally get is the pink slush one. That one's my favorite.
They do have a bunch of uncles, and I mean, you guys will probably spoil them rotten. Maury's videos.
I got a new video out. It went out at like 9 this morning, or actually it probably didn't go out until closer to 2. I tried to upload it at 9 this morning.
I did see the deer. I saw the deer, yeah.
But my first day of Vlogmas. Watch it or else.
Yeah, X has been a really good big brother, guys. He has done really well with the babies. He will actually help put, what are you doing?
Making food. Biscuit and gravy.
Can I have?
Okay.
Can I just have biscuits
He,
and gravy?
Yeah, you can have them all.
No,
He
I
will,
don't want 'em raw.
Naya, he puts her to bed. He will put her to bed. They're good. Oh, don't eat it raw.
Why?
Don't eat it raw. Go. He will put her to bed. He will feed CJ. So he's doing really well.
The Hawaiian shaved ice one. That was okay. It just wasn't my favorite. I like the pink slush, the cherry slush, this Winter Wonderland one.
Barry, it's okay. It's sad for anybody,
One more. I don't remember.
any child or anybody to be abused. But I mean, it happened. I'm a better person. I don't know how to really answer that. I am who I am because of that. I do what I do because of that. I raised my children the way I raised my children because of that. Um,
And I'm fantastic, so we see how that worked.
so I don't know really how to answer that, but don't be sorry for me, okay?
It's not just whipped cream. It's vanilla syrup, half and half, and then whipped cream. I put out a second video on that, so you'll have to watch both my new videos.
Dog, I will say this. It was super hard for me to talk about my past, my traumas, what happened to me, even like detailed or whatever. It's hard for me. It was hard for me to talk about it. The more the more I went into my faith, the more I read, the more I prayed, the better it got for me to talk about my trauma, because what happened to me was bad in itself, but I'm sure it was somebody else's is worse, right? Somebody else's pain, traumas could always be worse. It could have been worse. I mean, it was pretty bad, but it could have been worse, right? But hold on, my sister disagrees. I disagree. You're not the way you are because of it. You have refused to fail to the statistics and rise above it. It's just a small portion of your story. Oh, see, I'm not very good with words, but yes, that's it. Okay, so I will say that there is a lot of statistics out there, and with statistics, there's always the one that stands out the most, that if you were sexually abused or physically abused as a child, you're going to grow up and you're going to follow the same path, and you're going to marry someone who's going to abuse you, or they're going to abuse your children, and it's just a nasty, dirty cycle. You learn that in school, you hear it all the time, and that right there, just, it kind of runs all over me a little bit, because I'm like, I'm not that way. I don't condone that. I don't, so like, I don't know. So yes, to me, I have rose above the statistics. I've rose above the challenges that are faced when things like that happen. I became a social worker because of my past and my trauma. But I have a story and a testimony that I'm able to help children who are in same situations that don't understand what's going on or what's happening, that I'm able to communicate with them, and I'm able to encourage them that this does not define who you are. This doesn't stop who you want to be. You can still be who you want, and not let this dictate your future. So, because a lot of kids will go in and they, have a lot of things, because they don't think of themselves any as worthy, and don't think of themselves as being enough. They don't think that they're enough, and they don't feel that they're worthy. So I go in and I try to encourage them that that's not the case, and that look at me, look at my story. Yes, we were taken from our homes, placed in, with grandparents, but I mean, they weren't always the nicest, but we were placed differently. My siblings stayed together. We were all abused differently, different ways. We were all abused. It doesn't matter how, but we were all abused. We watched each other get abused. I mean, it was part of growing up. And I think that has made our sibling bond a lot better. Like, our sibling bond is really close in certain areas. Like, we can go several months or whatever and maybe not speak to each other, but then see each other and it be like nothing, no time has passed. But we each have our own interpretation and story behind what's happened, and why it happened as long as it happened. Because everybody says all the time, why did you allow it to happen so long? Well, it's not that a child allows that to happen, but if you, let me just put it clearly, if you have younger siblings in your home, then you're going to allow, I'm going to say that abuse to happen to you as much as possible so it doesn't happen to them. Okay? That's just the truth of the fact, okay? And then when the abuse does start happening to them, then, you know, you finally find the courage to tell somebody. But when you're told all your life that no one's going to listen to you, you're a child, they're going to, you know, it's just a whole big thing. So, anyways, nutshell, went on a rant. I'm sorry, didn't mean to do that. Hold on. Let me answer some questions.
My eyeball itches.
Sometimes so she is the sweetest, and they do help. I do tell you. Well, my dog, one day, if you ever feel led to talk to someone, we are here to talk. We're here to listen. I don't even have to talk. I can listen. I'm a pretty good listener.
All right, are we starting on shirt?
Yes,
Ow.
that's true. All right. We showed you the new heat
I
press.
burnt my finger. I already burnt myself.
So,
it's at temperature.
all right, so scoot your thing over there, and I will turn this so they can see us
How long is
print.
the time?
I think it's like 30
30
seconds.
That's what I thought.
Let's see how this new heat press works, guys.
I need Vanna White.
Okay, so let's do. You want to do a pocket of the sweatpants first? And did she say what side?
Left.
Left. So this is the left.
What's the front?
This is the front.
That's not the left. That's the right.
Oh, sorry.
I'm directionally challenged.
Right into the fan.
So where are we putting this? Making pancakes.
Making pancakes, making bacon. These don't have pockets. Come on.
Oh, that's over here.
Crappy sweatpants are these.
Mom, what makes it thicker, the water or the milk?
Right here?
Neither. Flour.
Flour. Did you put any flour in it?
Yeah,
That's making.
I can put more.
You have to put. It has to start thickening up on its own.
About where
As you
is
cook
the
it, it'll
place?
thicken up some too.
Oh, okay.
Right here.
Because I
This
put
is
a
my
bunch of
hip
flour in it, but
You hear me, dog? What's up, bro?
I might just have to let it.
Got a creepy baby in my lap sleeping, so I'm
Right.
just trying to hide.
Here. So we need to measure how far up.
Or just take it like that.
Chili sounds good, Mo.
Yeah, but how are you going to do every one like that?
Guesstimate. We ain't got nothing to measure with.
What is that? Why you have eyeglasses on there? You
It's
put hair-
goggles.
bruh.
Why would we have eyeglasses on swim team merchandise?
Did X tell you what he had for breakfast at my house? Not that I remember.
So are those, is that like, will
Dad,
that go
come here.
down any further?
I can't. I got a little baby in my lap. Yep, that's all I do, Biggie. Babysit.
You can
Oh,
still,
I babysit for work. I babysit at home. I babysit myself.
you can still get up and walk.
But I ain't gonna.
Please.
No, I'm coming. Your dad sure in the heck ain't going to be able to help you
Yeah,
cook.
If you're talking
Now,
about cooking,
how
you don't
do
want
I
me
get
in there.
this?
Well, I just need you to tell me if it's thick enough.
Oh, that sounds good, doggy dog. I love country fried steak.